Hello class, today we're gonna do an easy butterfly project and we're going to learn about symmetry. So what we're gonna do on one side, we're gonna do to the other side. Okay, so I picked the same color to blend on both sides of the wing. Okay, I picked the border of colors in the same way, and also the wings match. So they're symmetrical. All right, so let's learn how to draw our own easy butterfly. And we're gonna make this part of our big project. We're gonna make a beautiful display together and make something special with our beautiful butterflies. It's a big surprise. We'll put them all together. Let's get started. Okay, so I'm gonna get a piece of paper and put this away and keep one of these guys here. And we're gonna do step by step together. So what you're gonna need is a pencil and fold your paper over in half. Perfect. Now, this is gonna be our axis of symmetry. So the middle line is our axis of symmetry. So the butterfly will be the same, symmetrical, okay, over the axis of symmetry. All right. So I would say 3 fingers down from the top, about. Yours, if you have skinny fingers, maybe 4, and make a dot here. Let's start that way. And then 3 fingers down from the bottom. And put a dot there. Now we're gonna do 2 segments, as you can see. So the body will have 2 segments. Segment number 1, like an oval. And from this dot, segment number 2, more like a carrot shape. A little pointier on the bottom. Then we have a head and nice little antennas. Nice little antennas. I like these cute little animation eyes that are sparkly and big. You can do any eyes you like though. And I'm gonna do a U shape on top and U shape on the bottom. U shape on top, U shape on the bottom. And I'm gonna color it in. That's gonna give us that cute little animation, sparkly eye look. In the middle of the butterfly, I want you to choose one section to sign. I'm gonna sign right here, Miss Kramer. And you're gonna put your class code underneath it, such as K3 or Y3. Okay, I am going to put my art class instead of class code. Miss Kramer art class. Okay, on the bottom, you can make the divisions. And I'm making the line a little curvier so it looks more 3D. Or you can reverse it. You can do the top of the butterfly stripe and then sign on the bottom. All right, so a nice trick to understand symmetry. Again, this is a line of symmetry. This is a line of symmetry. And we are also calling it the axis of symmetry. So the butterfly wings are gonna be symmetrical over the axis of symmetry, over the line. So at first, I want you to kind of put your hands there and pretend those are the wings of the butterfly. So how do you want them situated? So I like my wing to come out this way, and I'll put my dot here. Okay, so dot, dot. Now I'm gonna close the paper and I'm gonna find my dot. It's a little visible on my end, not so much on the video, but there's the little dot. Do you see it? Right there. So I'm gonna just make that dot and push it through the other side. Now I can see it here. That way I will have the same length on both sides. They're gonna be symmetrical. Now in the middle, I'm gonna make a little line It can be straight, but I'm curving my line a little up. Just a curvy little line up. Now do a little curvy line down. Like a little X in the middle. Curvy down. Curvy line down. And curvy line up. Like a little smiley face and a little frown. And again, I'm going to turn my paper over. And I'm going to put my hand again to help me with the wing. So another way to do this is just outline your hand for a wonderful little detail of your butterfly, and then connect to the line you made. It can be a little curvy line. And you can do the same on the other side, the bottom wing. So I'm going to just outline my hand, and I'm going to connect to my line right there. Okay, we could do the same thing on the top with the fingers. Okay, you can do the same thing, but I already showed you how to do that, so I don't need to show you again. Just did it on the bottom. So on top from here, we're just gonna go about the shoulders of the butterfly if he had shoulders. And I'm gonna go to the top of the dot and top of the dot, like that, curvy line. And then I'm gonna make a nice little wavy line and come to the center. Nice little wavy line and come to the center. And I'm not gonna use the smiley face line. It didn't work for me. I wanted the wings to be wider. So I didn't connect to them this time, but if I had my hand there, I probably would have. Okay, now let's make a U shape from this corner to this corner. I'm gonna connect these and we're gonna go around these wavy lines, making a nice little U shape, like so. Let's make another line around there, like so. All right, same thing here. We're gonna go make a nice little outline for the wings, kind of around. And let's do it one more time. Just like on the top and on the bottom. That's just another way to do it. It's kind of very ornamental. Okay. The next thing is gonna be, we're gonna make a nice little teardrop shape or oval. It's sort of like a teardrop because it's skinnier here on top. So nice little big teardrop on both sides. I'll put this one here. You can, there you go. So we have two teardrops on top. And we're gonna put one in the middle here on the bottom. So every time what I do to one side of the wing, I'll do the same thing on the other side. So I put one here, I'm gonna put another one here. And now I like to put these teardrops around the wing all the way up. And you can do it any way you like. We can do also ovals and dots around instead of these. So this is another way just to do oval shapes. I'm doing teardrop shapes now. And here I'm just gonna do lines just to keep it different. But you can just do lines on top too if you choose that. So those are different ways to do it. Now, one thing I learned that works really well is to push hard and use your colored pencil, black colored pencil, or a black crayon, and color around our areas, our ovals of the wing. I'm going to sharpen this. So we're gonna color all around with a dark crayon, and I'll do it both with a pencil as well as with a crayon. So you can see it works both ways. I get my black crayon. And crayons cover really quickly, cover a lot of ground. And I'm gonna go over all of these lines. So I am going to outline every line that I made here. And I'm turning my butterfly around so it's easier for me to outline everything. It's easier to draw, so you can do the same. So I am outlining with my black crayon or black color pencil. Okay. Perfect. Now I'm going in between these ovals on the bottom. I'm just gonna cover the areas that are in between with black crayon. So color this in like so. All right. And we're gonna go do that all around the butterfly. So it's really important before we start coloring to outline all our areas that we did with pencil and color them in with, go over the pencil line with a black crayon, or if you like to use a different color, if you don't have a black crayon, you can do blue or purple, green, or whatever kind of butterfly you like. Maybe you're going to be making all green butterfly, and then the lines would be with dark green and the inside of the butterfly would be light green. So that's up to your imagination what colors you're going to choose for your butterfly. And I'm not going to forget to outline my face and my antennas. Okay, I'll give him a nice little smile. There we go. All right, so now we're ready to color, and I like to show you my favorite way to color. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna blend. I'd like to teach you how to blend your crayons today. So I'm gonna start with yellow and then overlap with orange into it, blending a little bit into it. Then I'm gonna blend in some red into it. And I'm gonna go into maybe this beautiful magenta, kind of pink. What is this one called? Let me put my glasses on. Red violet. Sorry, I was off camera. It says red violet, all right? And then I'll go into maybe purple. And finally, I'm gonna end with blue. What color blue is this? Let's see. Cerulean blue. All right. But you can choose your colors for blending. It doesn't have to be exactly as mine. And I'm gonna repeat what I did to one side in symmetry. I'm gonna do to the other side. So I'm gonna start with yellow again. And I go into orange. I'm gonna go into red. I'm gonna go into my red violet. Now my purple. And finally, when I use my blue. All right. And here I use more of an indigo blue for my blending. And this one was the cerulean blue. It's hard to pronounce for me. Okay. And we're gonna do the same thing on the bottom. And start with yellow in the middle. I'm gonna go around with orange. And a red. Red violet. A little bit of purple. And a little bit of blue. All right, I think we got the neck out of it. The neck. we got good at it, is what I'm trying to say. Yes, we got very good at it by now. All right, so next thing is let's start choosing the colors we want to do to finish our butterfly. Maybe we want to continue those blendings in all of the spots, or maybe now we can just do one color on the smaller shapes at a time, which is what I'm going to do. Just doing one color at a time in each of these. And I'm doing the same order like before, except I'm doing them separately. All right, let's do that on the other side. And I'll start with the yellow. And I'm trying to mimic the symmetry. I'm trying to do exactly the same color order that I did here. And I don't have enough loops. I realized that I didn't have enough loops, so I'm going to put a loop here, like so. So I can get those colors in that order. They're not exactly the same size. They're slightly different, and that's okay if it happens to you too. They're not always going to be exactly, but we're trying our best to have about the same symmetry on both sides. Okay, let's start on the bottom. I'm going to do the same. I'm going to start with yellow on both sides. You can even do it this way. Orange. Red. Violet red. Purple. Here I have to add a line so that I can do blue on both sides. There we go. And now we're gonna decide what we're gonna do, how we're gonna decorate our wings edges. So I like to do dots and then color the black all around there. So I usually just outline my dots in black and then color it in. I want to do it differently this time. I'm just gonna do different sizes of dots in different colors, but you can just do it all in one color too. That's up to you. And then I'm gonna color with the black all around them. So I'm just going to do it in a different way, in a reverse way. So I'm doing, I realized I skipped green completely here in my rainbow for some reason today. So I'm putting some green back into the wing now. and you use your favorite colors in your design. And remember, I had 2 there, so I'm kind of trying to keep my colors in the same position. So this one should have been more purple, and there is a red. Oh, that's not red. Red and a yellow. I'm trying as closely as it goes. It doesn't have to be exact. All right, and now the trick is to go around each one and color with black so it stands out beautifully. Okay, and you can just leave some areas white as well. When you're coloring and there's space, you can decide to not color completely like I did here, and I left some white spaces in between the colored ones too. Or you can keep all of your spaces white too. That would be pretty too. You can do that on the bottom. Right? That looks nice. So I'm doing circles here and leaving some of them uncolored, and some of them I'm gonna go around and fill it in with the black between the colors. Almost there. And I'm gonna go around with these white shapes. Very intricate, isn't it? I hope you like it. And I think on the bottom, I'm just gonna go ahead and do shapes with the black pencil, black crayon, and just fill it in between each circle. So I'm just doing circle shapes, and you can continue coloring it with your pencil, black pencil, or your black crayon. Okay, whatever you have available. And I think I'm gonna leave this one white, my space, but you can color it too, but I'm gonna keep this one white. And just go ahead and color the edges and leave those white areas empty. That's pretty too, or you can color them with the different rainbow colors or just one color. That's up to you. All right, so I could still put a little bit color on the body of the butterfly. Maybe I'll make a little combination, blue and red, and maybe some orange. You come up with your own combination. I'm gonna go lightly over my name so I can still read it, and maybe I'll color that face too. So I'll do maybe yellow around the face. And just like that, we did amazing butterflies, 24-minute long video. So I have to end it, but you keep taking your time coloring your butterflies, and we learned about symmetry today. And don't forget, the last step is cut your butterfly out. This is an easy way. Don't try to cut it all in one go. So cut out the bigger parts of the paper and then go around the detail. So you don't have all that paper hanging when you're trying to cut around your antenna. You cut it around your antenna, cut out the bigger chunk of the paper out so you can go there and cut the smaller parts a little easier. You can leave a little white out there, but you don't need to cut all of it off. But don't try to cut it all in one go. Okay, so we're gonna cut out our beautiful butterfly. Take your time with that. I'm gonna end the video now, and now is your turn. I can't wait to see your butterflies.